Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Simming in Oz, and this is my Harry Potter build. We are doing Hogwarts and we are doing the library today. I'm starting off with the hallway outside the library, and this is a whole little section of the castle where it's not the administration building, but it is sort of a classroom building, so it's got a few things. It's got a bathroom, it's got a library, it's got Dolores Umbridge's office, and it's got the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. So it's got a lot going on, but I just love it. So I wanted to create a beautiful little foyer area where students of Hogwarts would come and traipse in and out on the regular all day. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to add in a little bathroom, honestly, because yes, I am doing the girls' bathroom that leads to the Chamber of Secrets, but you know what? That's one bathroom over in the administration building. We need just a little fancy bathroom that just, is there, and it's fancier than all the other bathrooms. It's unreasonably fancy. And here I am cluttering up the hallway and the seating outside. I love the idea that there's all these students, they just randomly leave all their books and all their bags out and they just go about their day. I think it just adds a little bit of character just to see that people live in this castle. It is not clean all the time. It is not cluttered. It's just the way it is. Now with the library, it's just a big square, and I wanted to give it some dimension, and I started with what I was looking forward to most in the build is the restricted section, because I knew that was going to be so fun, and I sort of had an idea of how it was going to go. So I utilized the get to work cage jail system, and I thought it just worked so well. And I just go through and I make a little area, and I didn't want it too big or too small. It had to still be small enough that I could fit in the rest of the library. And so I move that away and I just go in and I add some bookshelves. And I just love it so much. Like, I'm still loving a Life and Death pack, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's just so handy, and it's just everything I've ever wanted in a pack. So I am still loving it, still going to be gushing about it a week later. I'm just adding in some bookshelves. I didn't want it too all bookshelf. I also wanted some clutter in there, and I also was very passionate that the restricted section should be less cluttered but very, very dusty. So I do go in and I add some cobwebs, and the floor's all dusty, and I just don't believe that the librarian Pince, Madam Pince I believe it is doing her regular cleaning in there, because she's got other stuff to do. She's got a whole library to take care of, so cleaning is not the first priority. I love that I laddered in the little lamps on the actual side, so they're not actually attached to the wall or anything. I just like little touches like that. And here I am going through, I'm adding the cobwebs. There's so many cobwebs in this castle. As soon as I finish Hogwarts, I'm going to have to go back in and actually add some more, and just some more cracks and everything, because they just make it, they give it personality. So here we are doing the outline of the library. I was very passionate and determined that it wouldn't be basic. Like, I wanted it to be labyrinth-like you have to take so many twists and turns, and I didn't want it to be just bookshelves. I wanted it to be desk areas, I wanted it to be sitting areas, at least one fireplace, and just so much clutter and just some fun stuff. So these are little study nooks that I love, just going back and hidden away in the back of the stacks. I also kind of think kids would sneak back here and make out and stuff, just because apparently that's something people do. So I could see that happening. And I just needed it to be very private, so I just actually section everything off. So I'm about to go through and I'm about to do the main layout of the library. I was really torn if I was going to do a middle section or if I was just going to do two on either side, but I think I nailed it. Like, I had a vision that I wanted it to be a little bit faithful to the movies, and in the movies there's a very specific thing that happened, in that in the stacks of books and libraries there's also desks attached to the bookshelves, and they've got lamps and chairs and everything, and I wanted to go back and recreate that. But before I do that, I added in a definitely not canon fireplace area. So it's a little area where it's just off the entrance, and you can come in, you can sit down and enjoy the fire. I bet it would be the most coveted place of the whole library just because it's so comfy looking. You've got some leather chairs, you've got the lamps, you've got the books, and it just brings a little bit of comfort and intimacy into this space, and I think I really love that. I have got to stop using that rug. The rug they gave us in Life and Death is my new favorite thing in the whole wide world. I have got to stop using it because I'm using it in like every single room, and it just goes so well. At EA, you've got to stop knocking it out of the park. They only knocked it out of the park with Life and Death recently, and boy did they do it. I know, I should stop gushing. I'll try. And I'm going in, I'm putting in my gallery portraits. I went on the gallery and I tried to find some portraits of, headmasters and people that I could actually put into Hogwarts. So I just went in, clicked rooms, went, Hogwarts, what have you got for me? Thankfully, someone had this idea and I was able to actually fill up the space with some intricate looking, actual authentic Hogwarts portraits. So I think that's Rowena Ravenclaw, because of course, obviously the bookworm founder of Hogwarts just had to be in the library. So yep. Here I'm going through and I'm making a little reception area because of course we have a librarian and she needs an area to do her thing. So this is where you drop your books. She's obviously got visibility on who comes and goes into the library, and it's also quite private as well. So just cluttering it up, making it look nice and cozy. And I wasn't afraid of making the library just a bit overly cluttered. Yes, it's a library, but it also needs some personality as well. Going through and making some darker changes. I didn't want it to be too dark, and I was afraid this change would make it too dark, but honestly, with the yellow of the lighting, I feel like it evens itself out. Though I am having so much trouble with the lighting in all of Hogwarts. It's so yellow. Do I want it this yellow? I'm learning to love it, but we'll see how it goes. I really don't want to have to introduce electricity lights into this place, because electricity lights just have a white light and I don't like it. So candlelight will do its thing. I think it's nice and we'll see how it goes. Here I am adding in the desks. I hope I didn't put them too far back and that you can't use the desks. I'll have to go back and play test that sometime. But it was important to me that people could fit in here, they could take books off the bookshelves and actually sit down and do some studying. So I like that it's still functional, but it's also still a library. I added in the lights attached directly to the bookshelves, which I thought was very clever and fun. Stole that right off the movie, thank you. And that's really the long and short of the library. So happy with how it turned out. It was fun. I had so much fun doing this and I just cluttered the crap out of it. But that is basically it for the administration building. Not the administration building, the classroom building. So apart from the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom, which is directly above the library, but that's in the next video and I am looking forward to showing everybody. But that's it. Thank you so much for coming along. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.